Hey, what's up, good people? This is the first time you guys seeing the bear market beard gone. As you can see, I got stocks with Josh here with me. I'm gonna make this one to the point. I'm not even gonna lie and say quick, but I'm gonna try, okay? So listen, we are in Hampton, Virginia for the Iron Sharpen Irons convention. I always put too many S's in the wrong place. Iron Sharpens Iron convention, which to all are welcome. We're going to talk about that in about 4 minutes. But I want to talk about the overall market, Josh. So the overall market, we're looking, NASDAQ was mooning again today, yes. Right? Though to be honest with you, I'm kind of leery, keeping my eyes. Larry, don't be negative. This is not negative. This is all about preparation. We prepared for this, okay? We ain't scared. You got to say ain't. We, because isn't don't work. We ain't scared. We prepared, right? And so we are making plenty bank. We're making plenty of money. There's plenty of money to be made. But there's always a big but in the room, right? So we got to understand that this market is ridiculously frothy, even with the Fed going on a rate cut. All right, he's on a rate cut tour. Hopefully this tour will hit at least 4 to 5 more stops going into next year, right? 2 more stops this year, right? November, there's no FOMC meeting. Crypto is cooling off though a little bit. Last I looked, the ETH was down by at least 3.5%. But this is what I want you guys to understand. And then I'm gonna let Josh talk in a minute. We've done the work, right? Now's the time for you to look at each and every individual stock and say, which one am I ridiculously up on? And do I have to do a stop loss? I'm just going to tell you what Larry does in a time like this. When I'm in profit, I do a trailing stop loss. You get to pick the percentage because everyone's entry point is different. So when I'm up handsomely, I can say, this is a little frothy. Maybe I want to sell 25% of my position. So what I'll do is 25% of my position, the one I think may be nearing the top, I can put just on 25% of the shares, I could put a 10% trailing stop loss. Let's say I'm up, 80%. If I put a 10% trailing stop loss, I'm still up 70%, right? These are some of the things I want you to think about. I'm not telling you to do it, anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell, but these are the ones that this is how I make money. Now, I have different things in different portfolios, and sometimes it's the same stock. Quantum computing, I have a swing trade portfolio, okay? So I can buy the dips, sell the rips, but I also have long-term quantum computing that I have not sold, that I'm keeping. It doesn't matter how much it dips, how much it rips, I'm keeping because I believe in it long term. Josh, what you got to say about it?
Well, yeah, so you know that bulls make money, bears make money, hogs get slaughtered. And why do hogs get slaughtered? It's because they stay in a position too long. Today we're not going to be a bull and we're not going to be a bear. We got to turn into buffaloes.
Right.
Because a buffalo grazes selectively. All right. And so today's video that I did was that, I said stocks I don't want to sell right now. It was Serve, yes, Oklo, and SoFi.
Yes.
Looked at the charts. They look really good on a Friday, a triple witching day, which is typically chaotic and volatile and largely bearish. I had to identify by grazing, by being the buffalo, on the things that I really didn't want to let go of. Right. Having said that, I really believe there's going to be a 3 to 4 to 5% pullback here at the tail end of September. So next week.
Yeah.
Next week.
Ish.
And next week-ish. And Wall Street traditionally begins to preload Q3 earnings, any earnings, 2 weeks to 30 days. If we get to the end of next week, that means they'll only have 2 weeks to assume positions in big tech that they believe in, because most of big tech reports the middle of October. And so I believe that we're going to see a little thunder, a little trouble over the
Right.
course of next week. And that's going to be a setup for what I actually believe might be the blow off top. Now, do I know? No, it's an educated guess. I follow the charts, I follow the candles,
Right.
which means that if I see a red candle with a massive volume node,
Yep.
I'm going to follow it out of the market.
And what does that mean? It just means that people are taking profit. When you see those big red candles, they're going to be taking profit. And when whales sell or institutions sell, it gives you big red candles, which causes fear. And then you guys start selling in fear. Some of you guys, okay?
Yeah, but if we stick, Larry, to our my number
Yep.
one discipline is to trade the trend, and I've traded the trend throughout September, even though largely it's a bearish month, and that paid. Google, Baba, AMPX printed, all of these
Yes.
names printed. The last three I gave you, SoFi, Serve, and Oklo are printing.
Yes.
So it's paid to hold winners.
Yes.
And even if we get a little bit of volatility, I'm going to tell you right now, this market isn't going under the 50-day moving average
Yeah.
in the tail end of September. And as a
Right.
result, it means we're still on offense, especially
Yeah.
if we're above the 20-day moving average. So this is a bullish market on offense, which means we buy the dip in this environment until proven otherwise.
I got a saying that I'm a coin. Pray and go away. So now there's some stock that I just pray and go away. Like Oklo, I'm when I mean pray and go away, I'm not selling it. I'm not selling my Palantir. I'm not selling my Oklo. If it dips, it dips. I'm up over, I think it was like 173% on Palantir. I think I'm just at least 150 to 170%.
Yeah.
I just looked. So I'm not selling if it dips by 5% or even 10, I'm good. Because out of everything that we're saying that sounds cautionary, understand, I believe that the end of this year is going to be higher. So if you just don't look, just cut it off, just like social media, which y'all should be doing, cutting it off and just go away and come back, nothing ever happened. But if you're sitting there and you see some red and you're freaking out and it is playing on your psyche and you start to sell and taking losses, I'm talking about your long-term plays, then you should have just prayed and went away. See?
Listen, Larry and
Yeah.
I are not financial advisors. This is not a suggestion for what you should buy, sell, or hold. We're both investors, we're both
Yeah.
traders, and we're sharing with you what we're doing with our money.
Right.
And we hope that that helps you.
Now I got a gimbal in my bag. I'm sitting here holding this phone. And
You getting tired,
I'm
Larry?
feeling like I'm not
I'll hold
that
up
smart.
Larry's hand over
Just
here.
Hold my hand up. So speaking of holding my hand, we had a prayer. I had a conference actually last year, and Pastor Charles Robinson came, and we had them praying over us, and they were actually literally holding our hands up, right? So come on in, Pastor. So we are here. If you guys seen the interview with that giant called David Robinson, who we just had breakfast with, he came in and just unfolded when he came into the door like a transformer. And so he's going to be there this evening. We are in Hampton, Virginia, okay? 3 nights. I don't know about you, Josh. I plan on being there all 3 days.
Absolutely.
I'm going to be there all 3 days. So if you want to come and meet and greet
I'm
me.
bullish on Charles' church.
Yes.
And I'm looking for an
Yeah.
increase.
Tell the people about the event tonight and just outline the 3 days.
Absolutely, very quickly. Hey, you guys want to come because Larry's going to be speaking tonight at 8 o'clock. I'm sorry, at 6 o'clock. It's going to be packed. You want to get there early. It's in Hampton, Virginia. I'm sure the description will be in the link.
Yes.
And then tomorrow we're going to have Larry on stage with David, my brother.
Yeah.
And it's going to be outstanding. You want to come and learn. It's for everybody, men, women, boys, girls, children. I want you to come. And then on Sunday morning, it's going to be a blowout. David Robinson's going to be speaking. He's going to be sharing some of his NBA experiences and also some of his experiences in business. You want to come here this weekend, and that's going to be 11 o'clock Sunday morning.
Now, and to add, Friday, at some point, I'm going to pull Josh up on stage, and guess who else? Keenan Grace. And then on Saturday, Keenan's going to be giving his testimony. So listen, it's power packed 3 days, and we are going to be here all 3 days just so we can meet and greet you and pour into you. It's Hampton, Virginia. You'll see the promo. Tell them where it is.
1015 East Little Back River Road, Hampton, Virginia.
All right, we'll see you there. Don't meet us there, beat us there. But what time the doors open?
The doors open at 5:30.
All right, we'll see you there. Peace.
Peace.